G'day guys, it's Chris from Aussie DIY here. Today I'll be running you through the Hitachi G13SR3 125mm angle grinder. Here it is here, okay. Here I have the handle in my hand, alright. It's a 125mm grinder, 730 watts of power, okay. Great for home DIY, and average retail is about $90 from your local hardware store here in southeast Queensland. And today I'll be running you through a quick demo of cutting out some material from an old circular saw blade to make some blanks for knives for a dear friend of mine. Okay, so I'm about to go through a simple demonstration of cutting out some knife blanks from a circular saw blade. Okay, just using an ultra thin cut-off wheel, and please be aware to use your safety glasses and hearing protection. So what I'm about to do is just cut into the circular saw blade with the pattern I've marked out in chalk for the handle. Okay, I'm just going to stop there just so I can check. And as you notice, I have steered my ultra thin cutoff blade just a little bit for the curve of the blade on this one, and I stopped just at the point where the handle will finish. Okay, now I've got to sort of steer around into the handle curve itself. Just rub that little bit out there. Okay, and then we'll come around, and then we'll bring this blade out a bit, and then come back around and finish the rest off. Okay, so as you can see here, I have left a little bit of green of where I needed to cut out. Because they are such tight curves, I'll need to do this by hand using my locking pliers here. Okay, as you can see, it is a bit jagged, you know, a bit of a straight cut, alright, but I've left that like that so I can actually use my flap disc of an 80 grit to get in and smooth out the rough edges and the shapes. Okay, so as you can see, I've come in straight, so it looks like a bit of a triangle. The whole thing looks like a bit of a mess. What I'm going to do now is swap the ultra thin cutoff disc on my grinder to a flap disc, okay, and then I'm going to get in here and neaten it up. Okay, so I've taken the ultra thin cutoff disc from my grinder and I've added the flap disc sander. I've put on a brand new one. This one is an 80 grit, okay, iron oxide. Alright, now I'm going to get into this here and neaten up the curves and all the straight edges, give it a bit of a shape, okay, and that will be the first blank, as it were, for my friend who's making these into custom knives. Okay, so as you can see, all those rough, jagged, straight lines I've smoothed out. I've just used my flap disc sander, just lightly. Okay, you don't need to press in too hard. 80 grit is surely enough for this. Hitachi G13SR3, okay. At the moment I've got a flap disc attachment on the front here. It's 80 grit. This can use grinding discs and ultra thins. Can also use a grinding cup wheel for cement and ceramics, for removing tiles and grinding down cement. when you're doing bathroom renovations. You can also get steel cut wire brushes, okay, for removing heavy rust and things such as potbelly stoves or metal fencing due for being repainted. Alright, so just a quick couple of safety features. Most grinders these days have a quick paddle switch, okay, it's spring loaded, so when you turn it on, you got to push it down and slide it up for it to lock in place to turn the grinder on, okay, and just a quick flick will actually turn the grinder off. Now at the moment I've got the handle on the left hand side here, okay, just simply screws in, alright, just do it up hand tight. This is so you can have more control over your grinder. Me personally, I do prefer using the grinder without the handle if I'm only doing light work, alright. So I usually use my grinder two hands like this, or one hand over the top, okay, and that just comes from years of practice as a Boilermaker. You can attach that handle on the right hand side, okay, if you prefer to use the grinder in your left hand. Some people do, most prefer to use it right handed as you have more control. Hey guys, thanks for watching my video on the Hitachi G13SR3. I really appreciate it. Please subscribe to my channel. Next video I will be reviewing a Unimix stick welder. So subscribe and you'll get a notification for that in the future.